Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Monday, May 12th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Key currencies show broad US dollar strength today. The greenback made notable gains against major peers, with the strongest movement against the Japanese yen, rising 1.7% to 148.41. The euro and sterling both weakened significantly against the dollar. Looking at returns, the US dollar shows positive momentum in the short term. Week-to-date returns are strongest against the yen at 1.8%, while year-to-date figures reveal broader weakness, with the dollar down over 6% against the euro. Against other currencies, the greenback experienced mixed results. Notable strength emerged against the Kiwi, rising 1.2%, while falling 0.4% versus the yuan. The Chinese currency has shown particular resilience, marking 3 consecutive days of gains. In terms of returns, the US dollar shows the strongest week-to-date performance against the New Zealand dollar at 1.26%. However, year-to-date weakness persists across the board, with notable declines against the Singapore dollar at -4.32%.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. Turkey led gains, rising 3.8% with India and China following at 3.6% and 3.3% respectively. The S&P 500 gained 3.2%. Taiwan broke upward after 3 days of flat trading, climbing 2.3%. Week-to-date returns show strong performance across these markets, with Turkey and India leading at 3.9% and 3.7% respectively. China stands out with the highest year-to-date return at 17.5%, while Turkey shows the largest decline at -9%. Among declining markets, Poland led losses, dropping 1.2%. Germany fell 0.95%, while New Zealand declined 0.92%. Spain and Mexico showed smaller losses at 0.85% and 0.48% respectively. Despite today's declines, Poland maintains the strongest year-to-date performance among these markets, up 46%. Germany and Spain follow with gains of 27% and 31% respectively. New Zealand shows the weakest performance, down slightly for the year.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures fell 47.50 to 3,239, down 2 consecutive sessions. Silver futures showed downward volatility at 32.79. Aluminum futures demonstrated strong upward momentum, rising 50 to 2,391.50, marking 4 straight positive sessions. Year-to-date returns show gold futures leading with a 22.6% gain. Aluminum futures is the only metal showing negative returns at -5.2% year-to-date. Palladium futures has experienced significant volatility with a -4.3% daily change. Energy futures showed positive momentum. Brent crude oil and crude oil both recorded their 4th consecutive daily gains. Natural gas declined 1.4% to 3.68, while gasoline maintained a very strong positive trend. Monthly returns reveal natural gas, leading with a 10.8% gain. Brent crude and crude oil show similar patterns, both up over 6% this month. Gasoline maintains strong positive momentum with consistent gains. Live cattle futures surged 3.5% to a new all-time high of 216.93. Feeder cattle also reached record levels, up 2.9%. Lean hogs broke out of sideways movement with an upward trend, while corn continued its strong negative trend. Year-to-date performance shows lean hogs leading with a 20.8% gain, followed by feeder cattle at 16.7%. Live cattle maintains strong momentum with a 13.2% year-to-date increase. Class 2E milk remains negative for the year. Grain futures showed mixed results. Wheat hit new all-time lows, down 1% in its fifth consecutive declining session. Soybean futures rose 1.4% with strong upward volatility. Rough rice also reached new lows, dropping 1.1%. Month-to-date performance shows widespread weakness in grains. Corn and wheat are down 5.9% and 4.1% respectively. Soybean remains the lone bright spot, up 2.4% this month with consistent positive momentum. Soft commodities showed mixed performance today. Coffee futures fell sharply, down 3.6% to 373.65, breaking downward after 4 days of consolidation. Orange juice rose 3% amid downward volatility. Sugar exhibits a very strong negative trend. Year-to-date returns reveal significant divergence. Coffee futures leads with a 16.9% gain, while orange juice has declined 51.9%. Cocoa and sugar are also down year-to-date, showing losses of 21.6% and 8.4% respectively.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Lou Quidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.